what are some maybe practical tips that people can implement when they're well, first of all, how can they identify that they're anxious? Because I think that's step number one is to realize that you are struggling with anxiety or you are an anxious person without realizing.
Yeah, I think some warning signs would be if you have a hard time resting or slowing down. A lot of times when we're anxious, we're constantly in that fight or flight mode, and so we're kind of constantly moving, even if it's just internally, right? Like our nervous system, there's always sort of that energy, that fight or flight energy that doesn't allow us to fully relax, even if we're like laying on the couch watching Netflix. We might still be thinking about the million things that we still have to do. So I think that's a big warning sign. If we notice we're just kind of irritable or snapping at people or sort of losing patience, that can be a sign of heightened anxiety. And somatic or physical symptoms. So a lot of times anxiety comes with a lot of GI issues, or people will have heart palpitations or stomach aches or things like that,
Interesting.
or difficulties.
And
That's another one.
yeah, insomnia. And so, okay, let's say you've identified, maybe you're listening to this and you're like, wow, I didn't even realize my stomach issue was related to anxiousness. What would you say is the next step?
I think reaching out for help, that's what therapists are here for. And I think a lot of those of us with high functioning anxiety, so a lot of the entrepreneurs or, people who are high level in whatever their job is, there's sort of this like, I can handle it, I can power through mentality. And it's like, sure, you probably could, but at what cost? It's not sustainable. Eventually, it's going to catch up with you, whether that's through more heightened anxiety, whether that's through then medical issues because it can manifest differently. So I think just trying to get ahead of it when you notice that it's starting to impact you and really kind of finding ways to not just cope with it or manage it or regulate it, but also what I work with clients on is like figuring out where it's actually coming from. What is the root cause of that and how can we heal that so that the anxiety is, it may never be like 100% gone, and we actually don't want it to be because it's a survival mechanism, but that it's at least at a healthy degree and not affecting you every day.